Hey teasers, how y'all guys doing? Hi everybody. Let's see who's in the house tonight, shall we? Hi Miss Barbara Warren, how are you doing? Whoop Chayo, how are you? My precious Amina, how are you doing, Amina? Oh my God. Yes, hey Marie. TKS for accepting my IG request. Thank you so much. Hi, first baby mama. How are you? I'm so sorry. I responded to you. I thought you were speaking with me. I'm so sorry. It is so good to see everybody on here tonight. Wow. Hi, Coco Green. How are you doing tonight? Thank y'all for the emojis. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Hope everyone had a great day today. I hope everyone had a great day today. Hannah Major. Is everyone doing great? Yeah, thank you, baby mama. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Guys, I told you already that we got the ring light coming, right, guys? I'm so ecstatic about it. I am so excited. I'm so excited where the channel is going. And we did gain a couple of more subscribers today, too, guys. Yes. Um, remember the other day I was telling y'all before we get started on the commentary, something really bad happened to me? Well, I was chewing some chicharron the other week. How you gonna get this commentary? Are you? I was chewing some chicharron the other week, and this tooth right here broke straight off. I said, Jesus, now I need a crown, okay? Oh, I'm gonna get that crown. Oh, yes, I am. So please, don't talk about me. I was saying that chicharrono. It was so hard. It was hard like a brick, you know. And it just said boom, and I was like, what was that? It was my damn tooth. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know that my tooth is broke. Okay, right? Yes. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank y'all for understanding. She said I was told. She said I was told you Happy New Year on the post. Oh, you did tell me Happy New Year. I was wondering because I thought you was responding to Star Flames, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I thought you were speaking to me because I do remember you. I'm so glad you're back. I'm glad you're here in the chat. I really appreciate it. I mean, to say, oh man, I know you're gonna have me run around here looking like Pookie from New Jack City, okay? If I don't get this crown, Coco, she said, "Oh, bless your heart," and it really didn't hurt, but I felt some harder, and I'm like, "What is that?" It hurt too. Jeez. So I said, well, I just gonna have to be a pretty snare tooth right here until I get a crown, right? Today, I wanted to talk about our subject today for the commentary is knowing your worth. You know, or it's 2022, right, ladies and gents? And I said, are you gonna settle or are you going to move on? You know, a lot of my teasers are married, and I'm not definitely not asking you ladies to move on because you have your husbands. But I'm speaking to the ladies that are common law, married, been with a man 15 years, and he still has not given you his name, right? Or you've had children with them, and they've left you for a woman who doesn't. You know, so that's what this subject is about tonight. Are you going to settle in 2022, or are you going to go full force and get what you want and what you need in a man? Right, ladies? Hey, Monique, how are you? And so, what this topic is, we're going to elaborate with the married folks as well as us single women, right? I wrote down a couple of notes here, and I said, if you're going to start, let's start on the dating aspect of it. Now, single ladies, we want to date. However, we know it's quite dangerous out there right now, right, girls? It's dangerous out there. You got to watch who you date. Remember, you need to drive your own vehicle. Don't get in a car with anyone. You know, just recently, a young lady got in the truck with someone they haven't seen her again yet. So we want to be careful. You don't have to ride with him because he's taking you on a date. Drive your own car until you get to know this person. And of course, do not take it back to your home if you don't know this man. Please. Because as we can see, a lot of the crime right now, it's headed towards women. Unfortunately, a lot of women have been, you know, terrorized. have met their demise, have been stalked. So we have to be careful as women. And we, like I said, we all want to get married one day, you know, like my friend in the Know It Globe and some of you ladies that are on here. We want to get married, but we just don't want to marry anything, you know? We want to get to know that person. And I'm not saying be with the person 5, 10, 15 years. Of course not. We want to get married as soon as possible. However, when we're comfortable, right, Amina? Yes, right. Eve Monique, White Rule Child. We want to be comfortable with this person. We just don't want to marry him after a month because he's been so quote unquote sweet. And we also want to know, how does a man react when he's angry? Have you ever seen him angry? He may be the type of man that when he gets angry, he swings on you, you know? He may not be the type of man that just will walk out, take a walk when he's mad. He may be the type of man that will want to what? Beat the heck out of you. DV, right? Which y'all say, yes, ma'am. Absolutely, Coco Green. So that's one of the things I wanted to touch on as well. Us, single women, we have to be very careful. You don't have to get in the car with him to go on a date with him. Go on your own car for at least the first several dates. And when you feel that you're comfortable with this person, then you can go in your car. I'm just looking out for us as women because so many women are missing, especially women of color. They are missing and they have not found them yet. Hundreds of thousands. And I did a video on that here a while back. Did you know that within the last year, over 100,000 women of color came up missing? Did y'all know that? Hi, Just a Splash. How are you? Over 100,000 women of color came up missing. And guess what? They have not found any of them. So that's what I'm telling you, ladies, is, be cautious and be careful who you date. Because you know what I say all the time. The devil comes in what? He comes beautiful and a sexy, good-looking man, right? Do you recall the Craigslist, Killer? He was a intern, doctor, actually, Harvard student, straight A student, honors, blonde hair, blue eyes, beautiful guy. But he was a what? Serial, Killer. No one would have never expected it was him, would they? So, he was very good looking, very handsome. So I'm saying that because, like, again, the devil comes in all disguises. Good looking, fine as wine. Oh, he's fine. He's so nice. He opens the car door for me. But as soon as you get in that car, you might not come back home. Just may not come back home. So just be careful. Drive your own vehicle. If you don't have a vehicle, then meet him. Have someone to drop you off in a public place and meet him. That's all I'm saying. Hi, Lonnie Mitch. How are you? See if we miss anyone. Bucha says, I remember that story about the Craigslist. Yes, he was a blue-eyed, beautiful guy. And very, very, very intelligent and smart. Honors, Harvard. Or Yale, I think it was. One of those high-class colleges. And he was a Killer. He did several women, made several women meet their demise. So please, ladies, be careful on that part. Next, I wanted to say as well, if you are dating someone, right, ladies, it is perfectly fine for you to do a background check on them. Perfectly fine for you to do a background check on them. And if they have a problem with you doing a background check on them, then it's a problem, ladies. He should say, oh, go ahead. I don't have nothing to hide. Right? Kiki said, right? You don't need them knowing where you live right away. You really don't. No. Lonnie Mitch said, yes, background check, ladies. Absolutely. Because nowadays, you know how the world is getting. It's getting pretty evil. It's getting pretty evil. And so, it's perfectly fine for you to do a background check. And if he don't show you his driver's license either. Hello. It's a problem. Sir, I need to see your driver's license so I can verify your name. What is wrong with you showing me your driver's license, sir? You can hide your date of birth, whatever, your driver's license number, but I want to see your name, sir, and your picture. You have to do these things nowadays because if you don't, women, you may not make it home to your children or home period, to your cat or whatever, dog, whatever you have. You would not make it home. Now, let's go ahead and get to the don't settle for less part, shall we? I said, and this is for the common law women, the women who've been with men for 5 years, 10 years. Oh, I've been with him 22 years. Yes. And he still has not married you, ma'am. Why won't he give you his name? You have to find something wrong with that. Why won't a man give you his name? If you're worthy of him staying with you for 5, 10, 15 years, why can't I have your name, sir? Why can't you marry me? I've been down with you for all these years. Why can't you marry me? Can anyone answer that question for me? I need to know. Even after 5 years, you should have a ring on my finger ready to marry me. And I don't understand with some men nowadays. Why can't I have your name? Hmm? You have to look at that too. I'm not worthy enough to have your name, but I can cook for you. I can clean for you. I can get you your lunch ready for work for you. I can be down with you when you get fired from your job or if you need my consoling. But you can't marry me? Think about that, ladies. Think about that very hard, especially if you have been with a man for 10 years. Am I not worthy to have your name? It's time to go, ladies. If you cannot have his name, it is time to go. I'm sorry. It's just time to go. And it's not giving him an ultimatum. It's just real. If you love me, then I should be able to have your name. Take a look at the comments here. Come get this commentary. Say men/women, better background, gotta check each other. That's right. Men and women. It's crazy for all of us who are in the dating world. It is. First baby mama said he just want his bread and butter. Mm-hmm. So you gotta look at that. Marcella's daughter say, preach. Oh, I'm preaching. Oh, yes, I am. Because I worry about y'all and I worry about all women in the world and men. Because you got some kind of psycho women out there too. Oh, yes. Wu Chow was said, I'm sorry, Marcella's daughter, hey boo. First baby mom said, okay. The Charlie Reed show, I'll answer because he's still looking for a wife. He said he'll answer because he's still looking for a wife. See there? Thank you, Charlie Reed show. Now, Charlie Reed show made a good point. He said, I'll answer. He said, because he's still looking for a wife. After he's been with you for 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years. If I'm not woman enough to be your wife, sir, then you don't need to be with me more than 2 years. How about that? Right? Charlie's speaking the truth. He's speaking the truth. He is speaking the truth. Stand by, please. Thank you so much. My kids are leaving. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I'm going to be here all by myself. Praise him. No, I'm just kidding. I love my kids. But sometimes you need a break. And Doodles kids, I love y'all. Tasha Hamlin say, hi. Hello, Tasha Hamlin. But Charlie Reed, you did make a great point. He said because he's still looking for a wife. Not an old lady. Not a girlfriend. Not a sugar mama. He's looking for his wife. And we have a tendency to stay with a man so many years thinking that we're his wife. Common law, that is. If that's a fact, I mean, to me, it's just a made up name. A made up name for girlfriend, old lady, right? Wu Child says, my husband and I were together 10 years before we got married. 10 whole years before they got married. That is a long time. However, I know they loved each other, and I'm not telling anyone to rush into marriage. You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling anyone to rush into marriage because sometimes your heart tells you, not time yet. Not time yet. Lonnie Miss says, I was with my husband 7 years before we got married with Boo Child. Hi, Sade Dash, how are you? She said, hi, y'all. I'm in here frying some French chicken. Yummy. I got me some nachos over there waiting, y'all. Lonnie Mitch, and we are still together, LOL. And that's great. That is fantastic. And I'm not saying that you can wait, you don't have to wait a couple of years because sometimes you do have to take longer to know someone, you know? And sometimes we do go through breaking pains, you know? We do go through little things, break up to make ups, you know? So I can totally understand that. But if you start seeing red flags where he's constantly, where you've caught him cheated several times, or he's not giving you respect, paying you any attention, it's time to move on. It is. It's time to move on. So I can totally understand you ladies. You know, I really can. And a lot of times, some men like to wait several years. But I'm saying, gosh, 10, 15, 20 years, when are you going to put a ring on his finger? Because guess what? If he leaves you, you wasted all those beautiful years when you could have been out there waiting for your husband to come. Charlie Reed she'll say, she said, I'm a female, LOL. Thanks. It's E. Monique trying to give you 2 likes. Thank you so much, E. Monique. I appreciate you, sister. Kiki says, Woo Child, y'all probably grew up together, and that's a beautiful thing. And I was saying that, a lot of people meet their mates in high school, in college, and then they wait to get stable until they get married. It's perfectly fine as well. As long as he's being respectful. Woo Child, Kiki, yes, ma'am. And I threatened to run away from him and these kids daily. Woo Child always has some funny stuff to say. She said she always threatened to run away from him and the kids daily. She loves her husband and her kids, guys. She's a great mom. I know she is. Kiki said, I ran away after 25 years and people think I'm crazy. You ran away after 25 years. Wow. A lot of women, they try to hang in there with their marriages. I always say, when I get married, I'm going to be married for better or worse, right? Rich or poor, thick and thin, and I would never cheat on my husband. I would never commit adultery. That's what I say, and I do mean that. But Kiki says she left after 25 years. We're not going to ask you on this public platform why you left. But it had to be something to where she left after 25 years. It had to be really something. Sade says, hello, Woo Child. Good seeing you. Thanks, Sade. 25 years, guys. The next thing I want to touch on is married folks. A lot of folks are married, and a lot of folks have their separate bank accounts, right? Right? And that's cool because, sometimes you don't want your husband to know every darn thing you got, especially if he tripping sometime, right? But if your husband is still sleeping on top of his telephone, or you, as his wife, cannot answer his phone, it is a problem. And it's not invading his privacy. He may be in the shower somewhere, and it's an important call that comes through. So you need to answer his phone as his wife to handle that business. But if he gets upset to the point where he wants to fight over his phone, it's a problem. And if he's sleeping on that phone, it's a problem. Okay? Would you all agree? Hi, Angie, how are you? So great to see you. Kiki say, you don't settle. Know your worth. She said she knew her worth. She didn't settle. She knew her worth. Coco Green said exactly. If you cannot answer your husband's phone, or if he's sleeping on his phone, or he's hiding his phone, you know it's a problem. As a married couple, when I'm married, I've done Thomas. When I'm married, I want to be able to see that phone wherever we go, sir. I want to see it everywhere we go, sir. And when we're sleeping, if it goes off and you two sleep, I want to reach over you and say, hello. You reached up. Don't come out your residence. And if he has a problem with that, then there's something going on. I recall I got slapped for answering my kid's father phone. He slapped me. It was a woman too, on the other side of that line. Oh yes. He slapped me from behind. I didn't even know it was coming. Why slap me if you're not cheating on me? Hmm? Oh yes. Hmm. So that's why I say, if you cannot answer your husband's phone, or he can't answer his phone in front of you at least, and he's sleeping on top of his phone or hiding it, problem. Miss Coco Green said, a major problem. Angel B said, first time in 34 years, been away from my husband. This is long. Oh, it will be fine. It will be totally fine. You're going to be okay. Hey, Stacey Nelson, how are you? Stacey Nelson, that's the perfume lady. We're actually going to be doing a extravaganza, I would say, with Stacey Nelson TV for her perfume guys. It's coming soon. I will let you know in my community tab. Angel B says that Kiki stuck in the hospital with C-19. Thanks for asking. Oh my goodness. I'm so thankful I didn't have any symptoms, you know. Monique, she has a little emoji there. And Woo Child says, Angel B, oh, I hope you feel better soon. Trying to pay attention to the comments as well, but I'm doing commentary right now. So remember that, ladies, the married folks, you know, why can't you answer your husband's phone? Why can't you see his paycheck stub? Hello? In some marriages, women don't even know how much their husband made. He won't even let them see the paycheck stub. Hmm? You know, he wants his own bank account. You want to get your own bank account, but you should know. You should be able to know how much money your husband is making. Period. Right? Because you're one. Once you get married, you're in a covenant. You're one. So why can't you see his paycheck stub? See if he'll show it to you. Mm-hmm. Which I say, I love the idea, Marie and Stacey. Yes, it's coming soon. Oh, Angel said, okay, I just got off. Just wanted to say thanks for the prayers, everyone. You're very welcome, Angel B. We love you, and we are still praying for you. Kiki said, Angel B, you're on the prayer list. Just know we're wishing you well. Yes. E. Monique said, wow, that's ridiculous. Oh, yes. You got husbands out here that hide their paycheck stubs. I have a friend of mine whose husband has 3 vehicles, a Range Rover, Mercedes, and another car. He works 2 jobs. And they have a baby, and their baby, he has a disability. And she asked him, why are you working 2 jobs? I'm an accountant. You have one, you're a supervisor at one job. Why are you working 2 jobs? I need your help here with us, with me, with the child at the house. And why are you buying all this stuff? And she found out he had over $100,000 saved in his account. She had no idea her husband had that much money in his account. He had been stacking his coins. Why are you stacking like that, sir? And you didn't even let your wife know. And here it is, you have your wife paying half of everything. Are you planning to leave her? Are you preparing to leave? What are you doing? You know, you don't need 3 cars, sir. And she told him that, you know. When she found out, she went to work. That's all I can say. She went to work. Yes. Bella's World said, coming through for a bit, an early morning. Hey, y'all. Hey, Bella's World. Angel B, she said she's sending you love and light. Bella's World is the one I was speaking about, Amina and them, that I said, I wish she was here to sing Tina's part. That's Bella's World right there. So good to see you, Bella's World. The next thing I wanted to talk about with that, going back to the dating life, okay? Because I'm just, switching back and forth, and I know that. And that's for single women. We're not asking. A lot of women say you got to pray exactly for what you want. They want this high power guy, you know, and, they want this just, knight in shining armor. But no man is perfect, ladies. No man is perfect. I'm here to tell you. You're going to have to put up with a little something, something. You're going to have to sacrifice a little something, something. Just like he's going to have to sacrifice a little something, something with you. Okay? Now, we're not looking for a rich man. Well, me personally, I'm not looking for a man that's filthy rich. I'm just looking for someone who can love me unconditionally, who can contribute to the household correctly, and who will not hide his phone. Hello? I want to know everything about you. Everything. And if you can't meet this man's family and you don't know any of his family or friends, then you ain't his girlfriend. You're not his old lady. Okay? You're not. You have to meet some of them family members, okay? So if he never takes you around any of his family members, you're not his woman. I'm here to tell you, you're not. Bella's worth saying, I know my expectations are high due to my last relationship. I understand that, Bella. I understand that. But see, we have to look at the numbers, the realistic numbers too, especially if you're looking for a man of color. Because a lot of the men of color are not filthy rich, They're just not, you know. But we do have a lot of middle class men of color. And then we have a bunch of great guys out there that's filthy rich. But if you notice, a lot of those guys have a tendency to marry outside of our race. A lot of them, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them have chosen to marry outside of our color women race. So I'm looking for, I told you guys, he can be a mechanic on his own shop. And again, I have no problem leveling up. I'll do the accounting, honey, while you handle the business, the mechanic business. It's trying. You have to work together. You know, you just can't expect a man nowadays because nowadays a lot of men don't want to take care of a woman wholeheartedly. 100%. They don't. They want to have somebody on their level that can meet them at their level. And they don't ask you to help pay half the bills and all that. Some do though. Hello. So it's your choice of what you're looking for. I have no problem contributing. However, I think a man needs to contribute more to the household. Period. You know, and let me handle small things with the kids and a small little water bill or something. It's a man, a real man. That's all. Which I say, that's why no one is perfect, but there's someone perfect for you. Absolutely. There's no man perfect out there, ladies. I'm sorry. There isn't. They're going to have some kind of flaw. But remember when I recently did the video about finding your soulmate? They say your soulmate is someone with who you can accept all of his flaws, right? All of his flaws and all of his stuff. Then that's your soulmate. That's your soulmate. And you don't have a problem with it. That's your soulmate. I'm looking for a grungy mechanic worker or something, who owns his own body shop or something and who wants something out of life, who wants to retire with something. I told you, I keep imagining myself swinging on my porch on one of those old school wooden swings on the porch, watching our Cadillac Escalades in our yards, okay? I don't need to be filthy rich. I just want to be happy. You want to be happy, ladies. Because a lot of the ladies that meet these men that are filthy rich, they go through heck with them. So many women, them cheating on them with different women, because women are after these rich guys, You have to put up with a lot of a guy that has a lot of money. Sometimes you do. Charlie says, hey, Marie, stopping by to show my support with my old self, taking my 40-year-old assets to bed, work in the morning. Thank you for stopping in, Charlie. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button. Everyone hit the like button. Kiki said, the shade, Charlie. Stacey Nelson TV say, I love a poach swing. A poach swing. That's right. That's what I want, a poach swing when I'm older. And our kids or my kids will come over, coming from flying out from wherever they are to visit us for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I'll cook. That's my fantasy. My fantasy is not to be flying all over the world and living this lavish life. I'm old school, you know? Just love me unconditionally and contribute, right? You just want to be happy. That's all. You want to be happy, ladies. And with the ladies that said they were with their men for 7 to 10 years, you were happy. So it doesn't matter in that case. You were happy. But you got some that's been with them that's miserable as all out those. With this man 5, 10, 15 years and just miserable. Are you going to continue to settle this year? Or are you going to get the heck out of there and find you someone that's going to treat you right? That's all I'm talking about. Even Monique said, exactly. You have to accept the man as he is without thinking he would change. Absolutely. That's your soulmate. Because we can't change a man. So learn him before you decide to marry him. Learn him. Try to learn as much as possible about him. And again, always see how he acts when he's upset. Because like I said, some would slap you down. And some would just walk away and say, I'm upset, baby. I'll be back. Let him go. He'll be back. And he'll be back to probably make the hardest love to you in the world. It's about respect. Don't keep nagging him. What's wrong? What's wrong? He doesn't want to talk right now. Let him walk on out, huh? He'll be back. Wu Child say, happiness is everything. That's right. Happiness is everything. Charlie say, done. Yes. You want to be happy. He doesn't have to be a filthy rich guy and someone that's on television or whatever. Whatever makes you happy. And if he makes you happy and you can accept all his flaws, that's your soulmate. That's your soulmate. But I'm saying as well, don't waste your time on a man that you think that is not going to marry you if that's what you're looking for, ladies. If that's what you're looking for marriage. Don't continue to waste your years, because then you've wasted all your years for nothing. Kiki said, yes, Wu Child, happiness is everything. Yes. Eva said, exactly, Marie, you have to accept the man. That's right. You have to accept the man for who he is. It stops women from being disappointed. It does. Don't continue to waste your time on a man that's being disrespectful, thinking he's going to change, because he's not. And if he hits you once, guess what? He's going to do it again, honey. Been there, done it. My jaw pops. That's why you see me do this. My jaw pops every day for my man breaking my jaw down there. I had to get it wired, but I didn't let them do it. So now my jaw pops. And typical DV, typical DV. They're going to do it again. I love you. Man, put his hands on you, please. Run. Run. The next thing I want to talk about, ladies, is older women concerned, that's old ladies, concerned if we're going to still meet a husband. We are. My previous boss, she got married at 60 years old. And I loved her because she waited. She did not go out there. She didn't even really date. She honestly didn't. She didn't date. She just chilled and worked and ended up meeting her husband. And they are married right now today, and they are doing wonderful. He's very handy, has a job, still at their age. And so they're going to retire here soon. But she didn't get married till she was 60. So, ladies, I'm saying for older women, there is still a chance that we will find our soulmate, our husbands. So please don't be disappointed and don't give up, because she was 60 years old when she got married, guys. And she's very happy. I actually just talked to her yesterday. They're very happy. They're on a cruise. I said, well, okay. I said, all right. They travel a lot together. They do everything together. And I think that's wonderful for her. I'm so happy for her. I am. So don't get discouraged, older women. Somebody's out there for everyone. Even I learned the hard way as well, Bella's World. She said, Imani said, thank you, Bella's World. It stops one from being disappointed. Bella's World said, it does. I learned the hard way, unfortunately. Imani said she learned the hard way as well. Never too old for love, Kiki says. You're not never too old for love. You're not. She was 60 years old. They had a beautiful wedding. And I always talk to her and I always ask her, how's he doing? Is he not violent? She said, no, he would never touch me. He cheats so beautifully. So we're going to get someone beautifully, ladies, who are single out there and older. We just don't want to settle for what? Junk. Less. Don't settle for less just because you want to get married. No, don't do it. You will be miserable throughout your whole marriage. And I don't want to be miserable throughout my whole marriage. I want to be happy in my marriage. Okay? Ooh, child said, that's great. Yes. Bella's word said, that's what's up. Love don't have an age limit. It doesn't. It doesn't. When you least expect it is when you're going to find that husband. When that husband's going to find you, rather. When you least expect it. But until then, don't get disrespected by men that you date. And when you are dating him, and if you decide to let him stay a night, don't let him leave nothing. Not a toothbrush, a sock, a shoe, or nothing. Because guess what he's going to do? Ease on way into moving into your house. Thank you, sir. Oh, you dropped the sock. Here you go. Thank you. Bye-bye. Boom. Shut the door. I'm not shacking with anyone. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. I've been there, done it. I'm not shacking with anyone. Anyone that comes to my house or we get a house together, we're going to be married. Period. That's just me. So older women, like I said, we have somebody out there for us. Just wait, sisters. It's going to be a beautiful thing because my boss, my previous boss, it's a beautiful thing for her. She loves her husband. He loves her. And he got it going on, baby. He got his own. Hello. That's what you want, a man to have his own as well. His own vehicle, especially. You don't want a man rolling around in your car. And then when he wrecks it, guess what? All he can bring is a what? Sad face. He just brings a sad face, guys. This live is about realness. I'm being real on this live. Not a joking matter, We got to just be cautious, and not waste our time, Let's see here. Yeah. I just wanted to bring in an example. I think I told this story before. My mother's friend, right? She said, no Jody from Baby Boy. That's right. Oh, sorry. Bella's word says, not sure about the marriage thing. I would go to a wedding as long as there is an open bar. Oh my God, Bella's word is so crazy. And then some people don't want to get married. And I brought that up. Some folks don't want to get married. I personally want to get married. And I pray that my beautiful dad is here to walk me down the aisle. I do. I want my beautiful father to walk me down the aisle. So I got to step it up, huh? And I asked the Lord, please, Lord, can you help me? I know you said man has to find his wife. Can you go ahead and send him to me, God? Because I want my daddy to walk me down the aisle. I'm going to boo-hoo if he can't. I am. Yeah, she's telling me, no Jody from Baby Boy. That's right. As you can see, there are a lot of baby mamas out here. Mm-hmm. So many. And that's why I tell my daughter, don't do it, baby. Make sure you're married before you have a child. Because you will be another baby mama. Mm-hmm. They claim they love the baby mamas, and I'm not down with going through all that crap just for you to love me. I'm just not down for it. You're going to treat me right and you're going to love me unconditionally. And you can tell by the way a man kiss you, the way a man caresses you. And another thing, if a man doesn't kiss you or want to kiss you, he does not want you. You cannot get your man to kiss you. He don't want you, honey. Remember that. Because you got some guys out here that, and it was said in a rap song, I don't kiss her. I don't kiss her. I just hit on her butt and tell her something good. I don't kiss her. See, when a man kisses you with passion, then you know he wants you. But if you can get a man to kiss you, baby, he don't want you. I'm here to tell you. Oh, I was going to say, when my mother's friend, her husband left her for another younger woman. He stayed with that one younger woman 16 whole years. He was still married to my mom's friend. Well, he passed away. Guess you know who got it all. My mother's friend got it all. She tore it up. Pension, 401k, everything. She can't drive, but she had a tow truck to go tow that truck right out of that woman's yard. This is your karma for messing around my husband and taking my husband, messing up a family with our kids. Now you didn't get anything, ma'am. And that's what I mean about that shacking up, especially with a man that's married and talking about he's going to get a divorce, and he didn't. He never got a divorce. My mother's friend got everything, left her with nothing. And she didn't care, and I don't blame her because she cheated with her husband and took her husband from out of their household with their kids. She got everything. So be smart, ladies. Be very smart, you know. And also, as well, prenup. It's called a prenup agreement. Make sure an attorney is present when he signs. We already seen what happened to Mary J. Blige, right? The reason why he got her is because he didn't have a lawyer present when he signed the prenup. Mary J. had no idea. She had no idea. She just knew he signed a prenup. Well, the judge threw it out because an attorney did not look over it. He knew exactly what he was doing. And it's okay to have a prenup, even though you may not have nothing now. Later, you may win the lottery. And that's what I'm saying. And you don't want to give this man your money, especially if he's cheating on you. Prenup for future and for current. Because you never know. And people say, prenup is saying you're going to get a divorce. Well, ma'am, we see the divorce rate right now. Let's be real. We see the divorce rate right now. And we see the cheating rate right now. And some women don't play that. Once you cheat on them, they're out. But then you have some women that try to work their marriage out, and it's perfectly fine too. But do a prenup because you never know what's going to happen in the future, ladies. Good morning. All I hear is the cleanup woman. That's it. She was a cleanup woman, but she was dirty by the time my mother's friend finished with her. Hello. She didn't have a nothing. A nothing. Mm-hmm. That part. Nothing. The lady could not even drive, but she had them to tow the truck out of her yard. Thank you for spending 16 years with my husband. And now you have another comma, honey. And even when he said, that's why I love it when you play the older music, because some of the men singers back then didn't have a problem showing their love for women, like Leonard Williams. Right. But you know, nowadays, I'm going to tell you this, Ebony. Nowadays, older men can be even worse than the younger ones now. Mm-hmm. They can be nothing nice too. They can be nothing nice too. The older men. Because they have a tendency to go for what? Little young things. And just like they were saying on the news that a lot of the older people are getting HIV and you know, other things because their husbands are cheating on them with younger women and bringing it back to their wives. So older men are not, they are not discriminated. We're not going to discriminate against them. They are too, they too can be somewhat, you know what, cheaters. They can. I recall when I went to go get a checkup and they did everything, every STD and all the other stuff. Well, one of the guys came out crying and I can read lips very well. And the lady said, well, what's going on with him? The nurse asked, what's going on? She said, he has to take a retest. Once you come up positive, they do a retest. He was trembling. He was shaking. And guess what he had? A ring on his finger. Now, how are you going to go tell your wife this, sir? How are you going to go tell your wife this? He was an older guy. I was younger then. He's about in his 50-ish, and I was probably about 30. I call him an older guy. But he was shaken to death. He knew. He just didn't know what to do because he knew he had to go home and tell his wife. Yes. E Money said, yes, I agree. They can be just a trifling. Yes, they can. Which y'all say, Lord. Yes. And it's okay, perfectly fine to use protection with folks you don't know. Use protection. Because there's a lot of evil men out here that are just transferring it, whatever they have. Thank God they do have medication nowadays, but who wants to catch it when you can avoid it? Hmm? Not the same like back in the day, you know? Now we got all kinds of stuff. We got the C19 stuff. We got all kinds of stuff. Protect yourself until you both go to the doctor. Hello? And there's nothing wrong with sending your husband or your man to the doctor. Go get a checkup, sir. I got a feeling. Go get a checkup. Bring me the paperwork back. Thank you. I have done it. You're not touching me until you get a checkup. Let's see, guys. Very interesting topic, right, ladies? Very interesting topic. And guys, I said, stop wasting the time on a man that does not want to. Oh, yeah, I already talked about that. Give you his name. Stop wasting time on a man that don't want to give you his name. And what I mean about that is that sometimes a lot of you say, well, I want to get married one day. And a lot of women try to rush him, and don't try to rush him. He knows whether he want to marry you or not. But if he's not giving you any kind of clues, or if you feel like he's not talking futuristic things for your life, then you better double check that, because you're gonna waste some years for nothing. I have, and I'm sure other women have. 5 years with a man you broke up. 5 years is like 15 years, right? 5 years is like 15 years with a man. Most of the time in a year, feel like 5 years with a man, right, guys? Be like, I've been with him a whole year, because it feels like 5 years. So 5 years feels to me like 15 years. If you're not worthy to get his name, then why stay? Unless you personally don't want to be married, as Bella's World was saying. Well, I want to get married, buddy. And if you're not trying to marry me, a tutu, bye-bye. Tutu beep beep. That's what they say. Tutu ha beep beep. Yeah. And I'm not talking about first. I'm not speaking when you first start dating him. And I'm saying over time. And you want to talk to your man to see what is his 5-year goal or his 10-year goal. You want to know what he's talking about, what he wants for his life. If he wants to be monotonous or complacent, complacent and say the same old thing, then if it's not going well, then, sir, you want to be able to elevate. You want to be able to make something out of our lives. We got to have something to fall back on, sir. Money say, I just wish more of our newer music celebrated love a little more without calling us B's and H's all the time. Right. Disrespectful. You don't want a man that's going to be disrespectful to you like that. And it's a habit for them now. We'll call you a be quick. We'll call you a be quicker than you can say you're a B. Yes. You're right, even on Monique. Ucha said so true. They know what they want. They know what they want. And a man is not going to be where he doesn't want to be. He ain't going to be where he want to be. However, sir, if I can't have your name and you're sleeping on your phone and you can answer your phone in front of me, it's a problem. And I can't do a background check on you. it is a problem. Ladies, please take heed. It's a problem, especially married women. If they hide their phones and you can't answer it, or he can't answer the phone with you in front of him and he's sleeping on top of it, it's a problem. And some people say, well, if you go looking for it, you're going to find it. Yes, I want to find it, honey. I want to know. Nothing wrong with you looking at your husband's phone if he wasn't doing anything right. Good morning. Wu Child say, so true. They know what they want. That's right. Wu Child say, yep, find out their goals and are they dating to build a future? Absolutely. Find out their goals. You know, and you better ask that question, because some men say, oh, I just want a friend. Or I just want a friend with benefits. Well, that's not what you're looking for if you're looking for marriage, right? That means dump him. Unless you want a little bump of grind every now and then. But he's not the one for you to waste your time on cooking for and cleaning for and being with him and being down with him, ride or die with him. It's not the one. Yeah. Kiki said, so what if the man doesn't want to get married? What if she just wants a companion or a life partner? Do marriage have to be the end goal? No, I said that, Kiki. Marriage doesn't have to be the end goal. This is for people. I said, some women, I say, if you can't have his name, right? You know, and you've been with him some time, he doesn't want to give you your name. His name is a problem. However, if you choose not to want to marry, then that's you. Then, you know, that's your prerogative. You know, both of you may have, you got to talk to him. You see what I'm saying? And both of you may have, that's why we say ask the goals, what you want. You know, both of you may not want to get married. Some people don't want to get married, you know, and that's fair. And that's great. And that's honesty. That's honest. And I like that. Be real. You see what I'm saying? Be real. I personally want to get married. That's my end goal, to get married. However, a lot of folks don't want to get married anymore because they see what's going on with the divorce rates and stuff. I want to be in a covenant. That's all. Yeah. You're absolutely right. If you choose not to want to get married and he doesn't want to get married, it's perfectly fine for you. Because both of you are y'all understanding. You understand each other. So I think that's great. You know? However, if I say I want to get married and he tells me, I'm not looking for marriage, then bye. I'm not going to waste my time on you. You know, I want to know your goals. If your goals don't have the fact that you want to be married, then bye-bye. I'm not going to waste my time, because why should I? Like I said, we can bump and grind every now and then, Daddy, you know, but I would not dedicate myself to him. I would not ride or die for him. See, you ride or die for your husband. I'm hearing something, guys. Could you give me a second, please? Do y'all mind if y'all can give me a quick second? Put a one in the chat if you give me a quick second. I keep hearing something by my window. I got to go get my sister. Hold on. Stand by. Dang it, I know what that is. I'm back, guys. Okay, what I'm hearing is some fireworks, and I thought it was by my window. And I'm here alone. So, you know, I have to be careful, you know, because I'm here by myself, you know. Getting back to the chat. Thank y'all for being patient. Hi, Marva. How are you? Oh, my God. Marva has joined us, guys. Yes. Marva has joined us. Hey, Marva. We were just talking about relationships and marriage, and if you want to stay single or you just want to be a live-in, you know, partners. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Go ahead. I heard it too. Thank you, Wu Child. Wu Child said, I heard it too. I thought someone was opening the door. Baby, did you see me boogie? You ain't not gonna run that fast, huh? Oh my God, you have me laughing. That Buja is so funny. And Bella's words are happy to be here. I'm so glad you're happy to be here. I hope you subscribe, Marvin. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, because I'm and your name is not. Oh, here's another thing, ladies. And then I'm gonna be letting y'all go. I don't want to keep y'all all night. You know how we do. We stay on 2 and 3 hours. I want to keep you ladies all night. But um, one of the things I want to talk about is if you're going to do the live-in thing, for the question earlier about what if marriage is not the end goal, that you don't want marriage to be the end goal, please, if you are living with a man, guys, hey, pretty cool flamingo. Hey, beautiful people. I hope you all find your forever love, happy and healthy relationship. Thank you, pretty cool flamingo. If you are living with a man and you decide you don't want to marry him, please make sure you are on the lease of whatever home, condo, apartment. You better be on the lease so you can have rights, access to everything. You need to be on the lease because guess what? I told y'all my story. Oh, he was trying to kick me out every other day, and I got fed up with that crap. And I said, "Girl, you had to put up with this. Hell, won't you get up out of here? Let's go." And when I moved out, he cried. He begged me back, and he was sending me flowers from a job. And no, sir, too late. Because at that time I had got laid off. I got me a job like this, huh? And I was out of there, you know. So if you are living with a man, please, please put your name on that lease. Don't ever move in with a man with his name on the lease only. I'm sorry. And men, don't move in with a lady with the name on the lease because they can put you out anytime. Mm-hmm. So if you want to share things that way without being married, make sure your name is on every darn thing in there. Hello? Yes. Light bill, everything. Split it. Mm-hmm. I pretty Wu Cha said, oh my goodness, pretty cool for little mango. Hey, so GTSI. Why? She always have some kind of little abbreviations. Marvin say, I'm a widow at 52, love my husband of 25 years, and now I am enjoying the single life. And there's nothing wrong with that. And someone else was with their husband 25 years, Marva, and she ran out of there, she said, after 25 years. If you get miserable now, don't get me wrong. If you're miserable, bye. Because you're not going to make me miserable. Oh, hell no. Excuse my French. You're not going to make me miserable. You're going to love me unconditionally. And if you change, sir, bye. And some women, it's hard for them to leave, But I don't think it will be hard for me to go. Because I have been there, done it. And I'm not going to play the games. Yes. Pretty good. She said, hey, boo, hope you're doing well. Monique says, thank you. Pretty good for me. Mama said, not willing to share my home. Better have their own. Heard that, Miss Marva? Because sometimes when you move in with a man, you find out who he really is. Hello? You find out who he really is when you move in with him. Not willing to share your home. And me either, Miss Marva. Unless I'm married. And he's providing. Yes. Bring it, Marva. What y'all say? That's right, it's Marva CB. Be a boss say, hey everyone, hey be a boss B. It's called Be a Boss. How you doing? Woot y'all say, hey, be a boss. I need to do that. Bap nap. Yes. Bap nap. Pretty cool for me to say, I know y'all don't know me, but can you send me positive vibes? But can you send me positive vibes and maybe a few prayers my way? My husband passed away Christmas Day. He was only 31 and I'm devastated. I miss him dearly. Oh my God. Okay, so Pretty Cool Flamingo. Pretty Cool Flamingo husband passed away. He's only 31 years old, guys. And also Trick Mama's baby daddy passed away as well. Pretty Cool Flamingo over this week. So we are sending you our love and our prayers. We are. And I'm so sorry. I am. Because when you love someone and you lose them, I lost someone like that. And I told y'all about that. And I dreamed about him. And I loved him very much. And it's sad. I'm so sorry, Pretty Cool Flamingo. All of our prayers are your way. All of our prayers are your way. Because we have some praying women in this on this live and in this platform. We do. And Trick Mama, I hope you're doing okay as well. I'm sorry, Pretty Cool Flamingo. That is sad. It's very sad. And I will pray tonight when I get on my knees. Because I get on my knees every night to talk to the Lord. Every night. And He protects me. And He loves me. And He loves us. He loves all of us. Now, no, please, don't make me cry. And don't make me get to preaching. Because I'm not an angel. But I know the word. And I know the Master is a forgiving God. And I know He does things for a certain reason too. Pretty Cool Flamingo. And Trick Mama. We wonder why. I was like, why, God, why you took him? My mom always told me, don't question God. And she was telling me then when I was crying and went crazy when he passed. She said, you cannot question him. I was like, why? Why you took him? Because like Woo Child and her old man, her husband, we grew up together too. We leveled up together. We came from down from the bottom up to the top together. And they made him meet his demise. They did, and I was hurt, very hurt. So I can relate. Pretty Cool Flamingo. I can relate. Trick Mama, if you're listening, I can relate. And we are all praying for y'all. And I would double pray. And I pray that the Lord allows them into His gates. Pretty Cool Flamingo. Think of it that way. If He's able to get in the gates of heaven, think of it that way. I know you're gonna miss Him, but think of it that way. It's if the Lord, I told my kids this, y'all, and I know it's off topic, but if the Lord, I told my kids, if the Lord calls me, if He reaches out His hand for me while I'm under, I'm going. I'm going to go. And do not grieve me because I'm going to be with the Master. So y'all will be fine. Y'all take care of each other. Y'all will be fine. So my kids understand. I talk to my children. They already know what to do with the insurance money, everything. And my kids love each other very much. They're very close. And I love that my sons are so close, even with the little one, even though they tear his little tail up. But I'm sorry, Pretty Cool Flamingo. I'm very sorry for that. You're lost. I am. I'm just reading the comments, y'all. Absolutely praying for you. We are praying for you. Wuchao says, so sorry for your loss, Cool Flamingo. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. I just hate that this is the second teaser's man, a husband that has passed away this week. Marvin say, you are beautiful at university. Thank you so much. I'm old. I feel like a woman. I'm a woman. I'm prissy sometimes, but I just don't feel gorgeous or anything because I'm getting old. If you come when I was younger, I hate that happened though. Be a Boss says, hey Eve, Kiki, Pretty Cool Flamingo. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I am. She said, Bella's word, thank you. She's saying thank you. Mara CB said, oh wow, prayer is Pretty Cool Flamingo. Be a Boss says, sending you love and light. Pretty. We are sending you. Coco Green says, Pretty Cool Flamingo. Of course, hon. I'm so sorry for your loss. Pretty Cool Flamingo says, thank you, everyone. Trick Mama, I'm sending you my love. I'm sending you so much love and strength, sister. Stay strong, and I am praying for you. Yes, we are praying for you, Trick Mama. And you, Pretty Cool Flamingo. It's just horrible. It's really sad. I hate that. I hate that happen to y'all. Because as a woman, married woman, or even a common law woman, you love your man. Hello? You don't want to see him go. You don't want to see him go. Bella's World saying, pretty cute for me. I took your advice looking into the bridge program for LPM. That's great. That is so wonderful. And Pretty Cool Flamingo, she helps people. She does help people. And Bella's World, I'm so proud of you. I know you can do it, sister. I know you can. Bella's World is going to be an RN training. Pretty Cool for me to say, I'm sending love and prayers to everyone also. I hope you all never experience this type of hurt. I knew God needed him more than I did. I know. I've been there. But I cried for like several months. I did. Because we practically grew up together, you know. We we struggled together, you know. And then we came up together. We were happy together. We were so happy we had all this money and everything. We just lived it up together until a jealous person just took him out. So I'm sorry, pretty cool flamingo. I am. She says in Bella's world, yes, sis, push through. And please don't give up. I'm rooting for you. Me too, Bella's world. I'm rooting for you. Because hard as you work, sister, you deserve it. And learn. She's probably learned most of it on the job where she's working now. She's very intelligent. I like that. So it wouldn't be hard for you. And also Miss Val, Bella's world, Trick Mama, and Evangelist Val. I pray for her every night. I pray she comes back to us. Excuse me. I pray she comes back to us. But as I said, if the Lord reached out his hand to me, that would be my opportunity to go. Because if I come back here, I may do something wrong and end up down there or wherever it's at. I'm going to reach out my hand and grab it and go with him. That's just me, you know. Trick Mama and Evangelist, right. Marva said, some here are from the bottom to up. She's the same here from the bottom to up. That's right. That's right. Marva says, yes, also prayers for Evangelist Val. Yes. Yes. Um, Pretty Cool Flamingo is telling everyone thank you and she appreciated it. We love you, Pretty Cool Flamingo. Press for Evangelist Val. I hope she will be fine soon and sending love to her family. I hope she will be too. Because she is needed right now on these YouTube streets. She really is needed. You know, she just needed for her family. How about that? For her own family. She needs them. She need them. And we need her. Because she has put a word into me that I will never forget. But if the good Lord wants her, then what can we do? But I pray she comes back. I really do. I pray she wakes up and she has every memory she had before she left. I really do. Be a boss says at Pretty Cool Flamingo, she's sending you love. Bella's word, she said, you got this. Bella's word got an early shift in it. Everyone love and life. Be blessed. Love you too, precious. And you can do it, Bella's world. Pretty Cool Flamingo said, I got 6 years with him. And it was my longest relationship. And he gave me 6 amazing years. I never thought I'd be a widow at 32. Never want anyone to feel like this. I know, Pretty Cool Flamingo. I was young when I met him too. I'm so sorry, guys. I was young when I met him too. Very young. And we hung in there for years. You know? I hate that happened to you, Pretty Cool Flamingo. But I hope you be strong. Please be strong. And ask the Lord to give you strength, you know? Ask God to give you strength. He will. I promise you. It took me to ask him to give me strength because I wasn't asking him at first. I wasn't over it. I wanted him back. So please ask God to give you strength if you're a believer, okay? Coco Green say, no problem, that Pretty Cool Flamingo. Well, get some rest. Yes. Good night, Bella's World. Finally, me, Lulu. Not only are you beautiful, but also have compassion. Sending condolences to those who are mourning. May God comfort you with peace. Thank you so much for following me. Finally, me, Lulu. Thank you so much. Because they need it. So much is happening lately. So much. And that's why I decided to take my channel on a positive path. Because that's not my personality, that previous content. It's not my personality. You know? And we have to learn how to love one another. That's why I said, I'm sorry to those folks. I am so sorry. And I hope they can forgive me, you know? And I hope they apologize as well one day. But if not, I'm fine with that as long as I've taken care of my part of it and clear my mind from being upset with folks. You get it? You have to. It's the word. You have to. So finally to me, Lulu, yes, we love people here. I love everyone. I'm telling you, I do. You know, but sometimes, like I say, sometimes I'm naive, you know? I'm naive. I trust everyone. And then I always get bit in the back, bit in the butt. How they say, bit in the tail. You know. But I'm learning slowly but surely. So glad you're here finally at me, Lulu. Yes, finally at me, Lulu. Yes, we're very compassionate here. You know, it's just sad. I want to cry, but I'm tired of crying on my platform. But you know, it's just human to, for a friend of yours, for one of the teasers, to lose their man. Two of them have lost their significant other on here within this week too. It's sad. Marva says, "Ah, huge hugs." Yes, to Flamingo. She said, "I truly do hope everyone finds their forever love. I want you all to be happy in a healthy relationship. If it doesn't feel right, please leave. Don't block your own blessings. You deserve it." You took the words right out of my mouth. Pretty cool, Flamingo. I'm going to read that again. She said, "I do truly hope everyone finds their forever love. I want you all to be happy in a healthy relationships. If it doesn't feel right, please leave. Don't block your own love blessings. You deserve it." And that's what I'm saying. Don't waste your time. Marva CB says, like and subscribe at University Chat. Good night. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it, Marva. Good night, precious. Be a boss said, "Oh, thank you, pretty cool flamingo." Wucha says, "Good night, Marva. And thanks for joining us." And one more thing, pretty cool flamingo. She said, "Marie, thank you for having a safe and loving space for women and men to be able to be themselves and meet other kind-hearted people. You're simply amazing and beautiful, sis." Thank you very much. And I appreciate that. I really do. And I'm so sorry. And I will pray for you tonight because it may have not kicked in yet, but one day you will feel it. Hopefully you don't. But if you do, just get on your knees and ask God to take it away, remove it. And be grateful if He does go there. Be grateful. That's why they always call it a celebration. It's supposed to be a celebration, not a crying session. But we will miss them. That's why we cry. But if he's with the good Lord, with the master, he's totally fine. Pretty cool flamingo. He's fine. It's just that you're gonna miss him until you see him again. That's all. And I will pray for you. Wucha say, good night. Pretty cool flamingo said, "Be a boss, not a boss. You're welcome. You deserve it, and you're worth it." That's right. Be a boss at pretty cool flamingo. She's smiling. Now, y'all, that was most of the things I wanted to say tonight regarding relationships. And it's sad. Let me just read this one thing. She said, "Pretty cool for me." Say, "I'm doing better than the last few days. I haven't broken down yet, but I know it's coming." Mm-hmm. What did I just say? "I feel he has made it to heaven. He was truly loved and respected in our community. Everyone has been loving." I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I am so glad, Flamingo. Because I believe in my heart, he is with the master. And if he is, baby girl, now you should feel great that he's there. You should feel great that he's okay and that he is not suffering every day while he's gone. You see what I'm saying? One day y'all will meet again. One day y'all will meet again. I'm sorry. One day y'all will meet again. God, he's with the good Lord, and he was very respected in the community. He's with the master. And yeah, you will break down, but you're gonna be all right, sister. Because I'm gonna pray that you be all right. And I know these teasers on here will intercept it and pray as well. So you're gonna be fine, cool, pretty cool flamingo. You're gonna be fine. It hurts, but you're gonna be fine. Wucha said, "No better place to be. No better place to be. I will run there if he asks me to come. I will run." And I told my children, I will run. I will. And I told my kids, he reached out his hand to me, I'm gone. Uh-huh. Gone. Be a boss, not a bossy bee. Say, glad you got to experience a beautiful love and sorry it was taken away so soon. Me too, pretty cool flamingo. I'm glad you were able to get to have that experience with love. That's what we're looking for, you know? We're looking for that love, that same love you have. And God is going to send it to us. We just pray they're able to stay with us some years as well. And we'll try to say, you definitely have my love and prayers. Pretty cool flamingo. You have all our love and prayers. Pretty cool flamingo say, I do. He died of respiratory issues and he can finally be at peace. And he is probably up there digging, I'm sorry, doing and drinking his favorite gin and pineapple juice. LOL, that's helping me accept everything. You know, pretty cool flamingo. I'm not a gin girl. But one day somebody gave me some pineapple gin. It was so delicious. I put some Sprite in it. It's great. And we're going to salute it to him. Okay? It said like salute. Toast to him. Wow. This was a very interesting live. Put a one in the chat, guys, if you enjoyed the live. Uh, and if you have any other questions. And pretty cool flamingo, don't worry. I got you, sister. Praying for you tonight. I get on my knees to talk to the good Lord. We are praying. Pretty cool flamingo said, thank you, Wu Child. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Did anyone else enjoy the live tonight? Thank you, Kiki. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And on my community tab, if you have any questions or if you think I should need to change anything, let me know. I have no problem with constructive criticism. But I'm telling you now, we're positive going forward. And I believe this is a positive live. It's just a sad live right now. In and out, sadly, because of Trick Mama and Pretty Cool Flamingo's loves. They're gone. But remember what I told y'all earlier. You know, watch those phones, sisters. You know, watch those changes in their daily activities. You know your man. You know your man. And when they change things, you know something up. You know, when you call him every time you pick up that phone, and the day he doesn't pick up that phone, then you already know something's up. Thank y'all so much, Pretty Me Lulu. Thank you, Wu Child. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, E. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Pretty Flamingo says, thank you for letting me share. I'm sorry if I made anyone sad. Never mind attention, baby. We're human. And we are grown women over here. And we love the Lord. And we're sad for you because we have hearts. We have hearts. We're not evil. We have hearts. And I'm very sad for you. And I know you're going to break down. And if you need me, sister, I'm at University with Marie on Instagram. If you need me, add me to your Instagram. If you need to talk, call me through Instagram. I have no problem talking to you, sister. At all. At all. And see, that's why we need Val here. We could have had her pray. You know? We need her. He said, we're here to support you, Flamingo. We are. We very much so are. Be a boss. It's okay. We are empathetic people. Very much so. Now, you got your folks that say I'm not empathetic. They don't give a darn about anyone but themselves. But you would never make it in life like that anymore. You would never make it. Never. You would never succeed. You won't. Thank you. I know I can reach out to you. I really appreciate that, Marie. I'm serious. Pretty cool, Flamingo. And it goes to Trick Mama, too. I have no problem. You know, I sometimes I find myself, I told you I wrote a journal one time with my prayers. And girl, when I went back to read the journal a year later, I could tell I had the Holy Spirit in me on that journal. I was sounding like a preacher, guys. I was like, oh my God, did I write this? See, you write in the Holy Spirit. Sometimes the Holy Spirit take effect over you. And I'm not saying I had the Holy Ghost or nothing like that. I said the Holy Spirit covered me while I was writing. And I couldn't believe I wrote those things, you know. I was like, wow, I sound like I was a preacher or, you know, it was just weird. That's all. I just was writing in my spirit at that time. So it's great to have a journal as well. Pretty cool for me. Go and everyone, get your prayer journal and go back and look at it and see and scratch out the things that God has done for you. Hmm, I did. Monique, thank you so much. Kiki said, love thy neighbor. That's right. Sending prayers, peace, and healing to Trick Mama. Rest well to your partner. That's what's pretty cool. Flamingo says, Trick Mama. She said she's sending you peace, prayers, and healing. And we are too. We are too. You know, we are too. It's it's sad. It brings back memories. He comes to me in my sleep. Pretty cool, Flamingo. He's came to me a couple of times. Always wanted me to go with him, but I never go. It's up to you to go. You want to go? But I'm waiting on the master to reach out his hand to me. Now we're quiet. Oh my goodness, guys! I think we should end this live because it's very sad, and I believe I did get most of my material out, which was great. I did get all of it out actually. Does anyone have any questions? Pretty cool Flamingo says, I actually do that with my manifestation journal. Oh, that's awesome. Well, manifestation journal. I bought another to write everything down, and some of it I had to burn to release my negative thoughts so I wouldn't carry it with me. You know what? You just reminded me of something pretty cool, Flamingo. Ladies that are with these men and that you feel kind of uneasy about, kind of uncomfortable about. You remember the movie Why Did I Get Married? On this side, write the pros. On this side, write the cons. And you know how to weigh it. So whichever way it takes you is the way you need to go, ma'am. Honestly. So write down things that you like about him, what he's done right and great, and write down what he has done ugly and dirty. And see which one is going to take you where you need to, going to help you make a decision of where you want to go from there, ladies. Yeah. It really helps when your anger kicks in. She said when you're angry, kick the laundry basket. Oh well, it helps also. It does. But don't hurt anything. Just pray. Telling you, God can make a way, honey. He will make you feel so much better. I promise you, sister. I promise you. I promise you that. Anyone have any questions? If anyone doesn't have any questions, then I thank you all for joining the live. I really do. And again, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for all of y'all, actually. But Pretty Cool Flamingo and Trick Mama will be intercepted. We need you all to intercept, to assist with the prayers for them to heal their minds and their hearts. Okay, guys? Seriously. You know, until the next time, teasers. Until the next time, I guess we'll say we're out, right? I love you all. I thank you all for your support. Thank you all for your subscription. I thank you all for your cash app. I thank you all for your just everyone thing. Thank you all. Pretty Cool Flamingo says everyone have an amazing night. Have an amazing work weekend. And hope you all had a great year. New Year. Good night. Good night, my pretty cool flamingo. I'll be on my knees for you tonight. Don't worry. Wu Cha say thank you for being here, guys. Good night, all. Good night, my kind folks. And I thank y'all so much for joining. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. And God bless all of y'all, okay? and think about what we talked about today. Please. Good night, guys. Love to all. Good night.